Hello, this is Letters to Ewan 150. This one's called Hunger. Dear Ewan, I finished an immersion in Oakland yesterday. I want to tell you about how awesome it was, how many amazing moments happened, and all the things I learned. I don't want to tell you about the places I doubted myself, the places I'm still fixated or disappointed in people, or the daydream I just had about being friends with you. It's so strange. I type that a lot, that I can simultaneously feel so luminescent and so mangled. The strangest part is how normal that is and how I block out the mangled sensation, but then inevitably lose contact with the luminescent part. I can clearly feel that not sharing's consequence is self abduction. I see some truth. Some part of me fears people knowing it. I chloroform that memory's essence and stuff it in a dark closet. Facing the unfaceable is the kindling spark that carries the light from the past to the future. If I look at everything exactly how it was/is for me, that's dry pine needles on a forest floor. My mind goes to the woman who told me that I was a peacekeeper and was keeping everybody too fixated on their emotions. I loved what she brought when she stepped into the last flow of the weekend. She wanted everybody to imagine that we're about to die, so let's just shut up and only say things we should say if we're dying. I'm keeping that and adding it to my repertoire. I love casting a wide net, and it felt great to learn a new way to show people the stakes. As I'm writing this, I feel tired. Images float through my mind, and every time I don't immediately type them out, I feel a buzzing and get extremely sleepy. I can see the man who was so mystical and poignant and was a larger ear that drew me into speaking from bigger places. He's less angry than he used to be, doesn't own it or inspect his shadow at all, and doesn't think it's worth inspecting. He's really into convincing me of some things, and I really want him to be more generous and less mysterious. The shame I feel is somehow connected to loving how much I got from those two and not really noticing them taking in much from me. That's it. There's no more drowsiness. That was the hard thing to say. I'm ashamed that I think I learned more from them than they did from me. I was caught earlier today, trying to prove to myself that I had things to teach them. I did 2 laps around that thought mess, but no more. I am keeping what they showed me. Ask people for everything, and sometimes they'll bring it. I sit here in the glow of that learning and in the unseenness of the relationships. We don't get each other. I'm going to understand loving people when we don't understand each other. My mind goes to ALIFTIMTS. I am available to so much more than he is, and I can take that extra wanting and put it into other relationships. But my old pattern was to take it all and redistribute it, and now this time I'm leaving some with him. I'll meet him right where he's at. I'm leaving him with 10 days a year, 1 text a week, 1 video call a month. That's what I want. It feels like my relationship with you, Ewan. My wanting with you is at 4 video calls a year. My gut is telling me that more relationships are like the ones I'm having with people I don't get, or those where we misalign on wanting. Maybe not getting is just a strange version of misalign on wanting. Those two participants seem to want a relationship where they teach me what I'm doing wrong, admire me for who I am, and really want to have deep group experiences. I want a relationship where they bring themselves to the moment at the same time as me, and we let the way that we bring ourselves differently be an aspect of our uniqueness and not a variance of flaw. It feels like cross pollinating genius. I can keep showing up in my wanting and see the misalignment as their perfect wanting. I can't say no what you or ALIFTIMTS want, but I can be explicit with what I think I can see that you want. Specifically, I can just believe what you say. Of course, you can write letters to me. And I'd be open to talking once a quarter as long as I can say no. The old me in my nervous system said it's time to be forlorn. The new me feels a cold shower, a bowl of oatmeal, a bus ride instead of an Uber. I'm still glad to be alive, and the prevalent felt sense is like a healthy hunger. It's healthy to leave a little room when you're eating. The ability to choose a little privation is a luxury. My brain said, so God can be there too. Or, so God can pick dessert. I'm texting you in 2 weeks for our possible quarterly chat. If I really look, I can sense that there's something restful here. I couldn't feel it as well before I decided to trust the room that was left. If you only gave me hunger, I'd still only be grateful. Mike.